So today we're going to work on a simple flower. This is very, very easy to do. This papaya, I just picked it not too long ago. So whenever you pick one, it'll do this unless you peel it and let it set for a day. But since I have to get something posted, we are going to continue. We're going to start here, and that line's going to be straight up and down. Okay, I'm still here, so here we go. I'm gonna wipe this off, and we're just gonna trim right around here, and we're gonna try to keep that blade straight up and down as we trim around this circle. Try to position my hand so you can see what's going on here. Now we're going to come back and we're going to trim around the inside of that line. Notice this tool I'm using, it makes it very easy to make circles, and in my opinion it is very important to use this to make sure everything fits. Now we're going to come the outside line, we trim here with the knife straight up and down. This inside line, we want to move our knife down at an angle. So the first one was straight. This one straight. We're going to come at an angle now, right about here. Okay, after we trim that, we're going to pull this piece out, and I'm going to come back and clean this up. Now I'm going to come back again. I'm coming at another angle. This is going to clean up the back side. Make sure the back side of the petal is smooth and curved. And I'm just going to continue right around at that same angle. This is the second angle. Now that we have that done and it's round, I'm going to clean out here a little. We're going to make this one quick today. I'm going to come right back around here. Use about 1/4 of my space, maybe a little bit less than 1/4. And we're just going to move right on around here. Trim off a little on that corner. Keep the back side of the petal round or slanted, whatever you want to call it. That first cut we're doing, the knife's almost straight up and down. The second cut is where we want to angle. So we're going to come back and round this off the same way we did before. We're going to come back in almost to the top, come around, and we're going to go down. We're going to come back and clean that out again, same way we always do. No, maybe I can clean that out a little inside of there. Okay, we're gonna move right on along here. Come around and down. Come back, trim off that corner. And here we want to come around and down. I'm going to trim this one off. I'm going to take a little more off of this one. And we're going to come right back in here. Go around and down. This petal I'm putting it just a little bit lower than those other ones, because we're going to move right into our second row from here. So before we start that second row, I want to come in here and create an angle. Because we have to remember to keep that back side of the petal, we want to keep it round. We don't want it to be straight up and down. So each time we start a new row, we want the inside to be lower. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this off right here. Sometimes that makes it easier for me. You don't have to do that. You can leave the green part on there if you like, but that's just what I like to do. And I'm sure you'll develop a pattern or a technique or something that works for you. It may not be exactly what I do, but I'm sure it will be something similar. Okay. Now we want to make sure we got this angle coming in the right way. And what I'm doing is I'm looking at that circle, that dot right there. I'm looking at that to make sure I have the same distance all around. Okay, now we're going to go back in and we're going to do this row of petals. Hopefully it will come out nicely. So the first row came up to about here where this green spot is. So this next row, instead of coming up here, we're going to bring it down here about halfway. We're going to go this time. We'll see how that works out for us. Right back and trim a little off. Remembering to keep it about halfway. And remember that last petal in there. And we're going to keep it moving right on around. This one we're going to bring right on around. We're going to stay at about halfway right here. as I get closer to the center, when I make the petal, I try not to make them straight. I want to turn my knife when I get in here. So we're coming right back here, curve and turn your knife right around there. So you see we're coming in and just turning the knife. We don't have the knife at an angle at this point. We're just turning the blade. Now we come in at an angle. So we're coming in here, turning that blade. Now we're going to come back at an angle. Okay, there we have it. Rose, part 1. Stay tuned for part 2.